Good morning, everyone. This video is going to walk you through setting up some of your online resources that we're going to use in class. And this is also another way. Sometimes we will have videos to watch instead of Zoom meetings. So this is just another example of how we will conduct class on some days. And I will let you know days when you'll need to watch a video for your instructions, and then which days we will have Zoom videos. So we're going to start out in Rapid Identity. So if you'll log into Rapid Identity, these are some of the applications that you will see. The ones that we will use most often are Canvas and Clever, Discovery Education. You guys will use PowerSchool. Yours will look like that. And then we'll also have SchoolNet. So your apps may look a little different than mine. Since I'm a teacher, I'm going to have a few more than you do. But we're just going to start out looking at Canvas. And I think most of you were able to find Canvas just fine. We had a lot of participation yesterday in our Zoom meetings, and of course your Zoom links are in Canvas. But I wanted to just do a video in case you need some help and you need to go back and rewatch just about how to navigate with your pathways. So we'll take a look at Science as our example. When you open Science, it'll take you right to the home page. You don't need to click anything over here. Any assignments that you have that require you to do a discussion or anything, the link will already be posted there. So you don't really need to worry about that. So the page that it takes you to is your home page, and that is where all of your pathways and any instructional videos will be posted. And I'm going to post a copy of this video to this particular page here. It's going to be your weekly pathway guidance. And those will typically be posted on Monday. And like I mentioned yesterday in the Zoom, I didn't do that yet because I want to be able to explain to you how these videos work. Okay, so we are in the week of August the 17th through August the 21st. And so everything that we need for that week will be right here on your pathway table. So let's take a look at your remote learning pathway for this week. And I have it open in a tab up here. And as I mentioned yesterday, your assignments are actually due on the day that they are assigned. A question that I get very often are, what are my due dates? Well, my response to that is, if you're getting to know you Google form, if it's listed on Monday, Monday is your due date. I collect and grade pathways on Friday. So if you maybe don't happen to get to your survey on Monday, you technically have until Friday to get it complete, as long as it's finished before your pathways are turned in, and I grade your pathway for the week. I grade your pathways on Friday so that I can return them to you on Monday, and you'll know exactly what your grade is for that pathway, and there won't ever be any question about it. Okay, so for today, your proficiency practice, what we will call that's usually what we do as a class and practice, is actually just to watch this video. I will try to go through as many of the programs that we're going to use as I can. So if you want to watch this video and you want to practice logging into those, then that's probably a good idea. And you'll also have this video linked in case you need to go back and rewatch it several times. What you need, or what I need, the thing that you need to do to complete for today, sort of like your classwork for today, is to click on this link, and it's going to take you to the remote learning survey. So that's how you get credit for completing your assignment today. It's just to click on that link and take that survey. And then I have vocabulary practice. So I'm going to show you how to get to vocabulary.com. And just like I said, most of those, these apps and things that I have will be in Rapid Identity. Okay, so we're going to just go back to Rapid Identity and take a look at the apps that we have here. We're going to click on Clever. And yours may look a little different than mine because you've got your different teachers listed out. And my little owl is the little yellow box, little owl that says Merzen. So if you click on that, this is actually the link for both math and science. So you'll find your programs that you're going to use for math and science here on this page, on Merzen's page. Okay. So vocabulary.com is the one with a green check mark. If you will open vocabulary.com. And once again, your page is going to look a little bit different than mine, but you have an assignment of vocabulary terms to study. So your assignment will be listed there, and you can play it in several different ways. I will find the list here, I think. So your list for this week is atmosphere, and it'll look like this. You can play, you can practice your vocabulary, you can practice spelling it, or you can do kind of like a game where you compete with each other to do your vocabulary. That would probably be more like something we would do as a class in a Zoom meeting, or when we finally come back in the classroom, we'll do it in class. So the practice or the spelling bee would be the place that you need to look and to practice your vocabulary. And we'll probably use vocabulary.com for most of our vocabulary this year. So that's where you find your vocabulary practice that is listed here in your level up portion of your pathway. Now, the reason this is called level up is I want you to notice another part of your pathway that I will probably continue to explain for the next several weeks. It may seem sort of familiar from elementary school, but it's just a little bit different. So the way that this works, this is called a proficiency scale, and there will always be a proficiency scale located just below your pathway. And it'll kind of let you know what items you need to be able to accomplish to score a level 1, a level 2, a level 3, or a level 4. The tasks that require you to get a level 1 will be things like, well, level 1 is where you would probably need a little bit of help, where the vocabulary may be quite difficult and you just can't quite get the vocabulary yet. You'll all start out at a level 1. As you become proficient in your vocabulary and you start taking the vocabulary quizzes, and you can score a 90 or higher on your vocabulary quiz, then you will be at a level 2. That's just vocabulary. A level 3 is actually your target content. That means what do we want you to learn for that unit? And it will be different for every week. Sometimes we may have one target that we're working on. It may take more than 1 week. So you may be working on items that are at a level 3 just a little bit longer. And then as you demonstrate mastery of your level 3 target content, that will be demonstrated like through a class quiz or maybe a SchoolNet assessment. And then you will level up and you will work on level 4 items, which are things like hands-on labs, or where you can create your own lab experiment, things that are a little more independent type work. And so you can progress through each of these levels kind of at your own pace. And that's the way pathways are designed. It's for you to be able to pick out items that help you move up in that scale. And then you can also work on one if the content is just not something that you understand very much, then you can work at your own pace and make sure that you've got that content and you feel comfortable before you move up. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to start with another video. We're going to watch a video and do a quick Zoom meeting tomorrow and do I will demonstrate a science experiment, and then you'll have a quiz to complete after watching the video of the science experiment. We're going to go start out with the scientific method. So this will be review for you because you've learned it pretty much all of your school career when you learn about scientific method. That's just review. On Thursday, we're going to watch another experiment from on YouTube, and then you'll have kind of like you'll have an IXL to complete. So if you want to be proactive and go ahead and log into IXL, it's focusing on identifying steps of the scientific method. You go to IXL and then to 7th grade, it is lesson A1. The thing that you need to remember, IXL, you may be used to using it in math, but we will use it in science. So make sure that you are in science, IXL, and then you can work on lesson A1. Make sure it's science. And then on Friday, we will have a News ELA article, and you'll do the quiz that accompanies that News ELA article. Now, typically, this is how the video will go. I'll walk through each day and kind of give you a very brief description of the items that you need to complete for the week. If you feel comfortable with the content and you feel like you can go ahead and progress, you can click on the links, or if I haven't activated the links yet, you can ask me for them and I will go ahead and give them to you so that you can work ahead just a little bit, or you can level up. That's what I call it. If you would like to go ahead and take your vocabulary quiz after practicing today, then I will also allow you to go ahead and take your vocabulary quiz. The goal for this pathway is for you to be able to work at your own pace. You can move as quickly or take your time as much as you want. Okay, so I hope that makes a little bit of sense. We will still meet at 8:30 today, and I will go over this once again just in case anybody has any questions one-on-one, but today's Zoom meeting will be very, very short. Okay, real quick, I want to take a look back at Clever, and I want to show you some of the other options that you have there. Now, starting next week, we will be working in MobyMax. We will have some assignments that are there, so your MobyMax link is there. There is a link for iExcel, but it doesn't quite work the way the others do. iExcel, you will still need to log in each time that you click on iExcel, and that information will be found in your folder on the list of your login and passwords that was created and given to you either during orientation or when you came to pick up your Chromebook. Okay, so just practice logging in to each of these to make sure that you know how to set up your account. And if you have any specific questions, please feel free to contact me by ClassDojo, or you can call the school, or you can email me, either one. Speaking of which, if you have not yet signed up for ClassDojo, please, please, please do that. That is going to be our main way of communicating. And there will also be times where you will submit assignments in ClassDojo into your portfolio. All right, so if anyone has any questions, please make sure that you ask them in the Zoom meeting today, or reach out to me, like I said, through ClassDojo or through email, or you can call the school, and I will get back to you before the end of the day. All right, see you soon.